Winter has a way of draining the color out of everything, turning short gray days into a long wait for spring. But somewhere out there, the sun is still blazing, the ocean is warm, and palm trees are swaying. In this countdown, we are ranking the 10 best winter sun destinations for 2026. Warm escapes that turn a bleak northern season into endless summer. We start at number 10 and work down to the very best. Each destination offers reliable warmth roughly from November through March, when much of the world is shivering. Stick around to the end because our number 1 is a tropical island that feels almost too perfect to be real. Kicking off at number 10 are the Canary Islands, a Spanish archipelago off the coast of Africa where the temperature barely changes all year. Even in deep winter, you can expect warm sunshine and comfortable beach days. The largest island, Tenerife, is crowned by Mount Teide, a snow-dusted volcano and the highest peak in all of Spain. You can hike its lunar landscapes in the morning and swim in the Atlantic by afternoon. The islands are famous for their unusual beaches, from golden southern sand to dramatic shores of jet-black volcanic grit. Whichever you choose, the water stays swimmable while northern Europe braces against the cold. Beyond the coast, the interior surprises visitors with pine forests, deep ravines, and tiny whitewashed villages clinging to the hillsides. A rental car turns each island into a full day of scenery that shifts every few miles. Fuerteventura and Lanzarote draw windsurfers and sun-seekers to endless dunes and long empty strands of pale sand. These flatter eastern islands feel closer to the Sahara than to Europe, especially under that steady desert light. Because the islands are a short flight from mainland Europe, they remain one of the most affordable winter sun options around. Package deals, budget carriers, and a strong food scene keep the whole trip easy on the wallet. Seafood grills, fresh papas arrogadas, and bold mojo sauces give the islands a flavor all their own. Pair a plate with a glass of local Canarian wine grown in that dark volcanic soil, and winter feels far away. With year-round warmth, short flights, and landscapes that swing from desert to volcano, the Canaries are a brilliant place to begin. But if you are willing to fly a little farther, the sun only gets stronger from here. At number 9, we sail out into the Atlantic to Cape Verde, a chain of 10 islands scattered off the west coast of Africa. Warm, dry, and endlessly sunny, it delivers proper summer heat while the northern world freezes. The island of Sal is the best known, ringed by long ivory beaches and shallow turquoise water that stays warm all winter. Its main town, Santa Maria, is a laid-back base of guest houses, beach bars, and fresh fish. Sal is also home to striking dunes and salt pans, including a natural pool where the water is so salty you float effortlessly. The barren, wind-carved interior feels like a slice of the Sahara dropped into the ocean. The waters around these islands teem with life, making Cape Verde a fantastic spot for snorkeling, diving, and even swimming beside sea turtles. Between December and March, migrating humpback whales pass close to the shore. For a change of pace, the mountainous islands of Santo Antão and Santiago offer green valleys, terraced farms, and rugged hiking trails. It is a reminder that this country is far more varied than its famous beach resorts suggest. Cape Verdean culture is warm and musical, blending African and Portuguese roots into the soulful, bittersweet sound known as morna. Spend an evening in a small bar and you will likely catch live music drifting into the night. While not as cheap as the Canaries, Cape Verde still offers solid value, with all-inclusive resorts and simple guest houses to suit most budgets. The short rainy season barely touches the driest islands, so winter sunshine is almost guaranteed. With warm seas, steady sun, and a gentle island rhythm, Cape Verde is a wonderfully underrated winter escape. Next, we leave the islands behind and head for the colorful chaos and desert light of North Africa. Number 8 takes us to Morocco, split between the buzzing red city of Marrakech and the relaxed Atlantic beaches of Agadir. Together they pair vibrant culture with reliable winter warmth, just a short flight from Europe. In Marrakech, the ancient Medina is a maze of narrow lanes, spice stalls, and craftsmen hammering brass and dyeing leather. At its heart lies Jama el Fna, a vast square that erupts each evening with food carts and storytellers. Hidden behind plain walls, tranquil riads open into tiled courtyards with fountains, orange trees, and rooftop terraces bathed in sun. They offer a cool, peaceful retreat from the sensory overload of the streets outside. Just beyond the city, the snow-capped Atlas Mountains rise on the horizon, home to Berber villages and dramatic gorges. A day trip can take you from palm groves to mountain passes and back in time for a rooftop dinner. 3 hours west, Agadir trades the frenzy of the souks for a wide, sandy bay and a long seafront promenade. Rebuilt as a modern resort town, it enjoys sunshine almost every day of the year and gentle Atlantic breezes. The consistent surf makes Agadir and nearby Tagazout a magnet for surfers and yoga retreats through the winter. Beginners can catch their first waves in the morning and unwind at a beachfront cafe by sunset. Morocco remains excellent value, from cheap, delicious street food to affordable riads and guided desert excursions. Haggling in the souks is part of the fun, and a little patience can turn shopping into a memorable ritual. With imperial cities, mountain backdrops, and warm Atlantic beaches, Morocco is a feast for every sense in the depths of winter. From here, we push farther east into Arabia, where the desert meets a wild, dramatic coastline. At number 7 is Oman, a spectacular sultanate on the Arabian Peninsula, where rugged mountains, golden deserts, and empty beaches meet. Winter is the perfect time to visit, with warm, sunny days and comfortably cool evenings. The capital, Muscat, is refreshingly low-rise and elegant, framed by jagged mountains and the deep blue Gulf of Oman. Its grand mosque, bustling souk, and palm-lined corniche make for a relaxed introduction to the country. Inland, hidden canyons known as wadis cut through the rock, holding pools of emerald water where you can swim between towering cliffs. Wadi Shab and Wadi Bani Khalid are among the most beautiful natural swimming spots in Arabia. For a night under the stars, head into the Wahiba Sands, a sea of rolling orange dunes stretching to the horizon. Desert camps offer camel treks, dune bashing, and silence so complete you can almost hear it. Oman's coastline is stunning and often deserted, from the fjord-like inlets of Musindam to the long, empty beaches of the south. In the far region of Dhofar, you may spot dolphins, turtles, and dramatic sea cliffs. High in the Al-Hajar Mountains, the air turns cool and the views stretch for miles over terraced villages and deep gorges. Jebel Akhdar and Jebel Shams reward the drive with some of the finest scenery in the Gulf. Omanis are famously warm and hospitable, and the country feels safe, calm, and refreshingly free of mass tourism. It is pricier than Morocco, but a rental car and a few desert nights still make an unforgettable trip. For travelers who want adventure and raw natural beauty over crowded resorts, Oman is a genuine hidden gem. Now we turn to its glittering neighbor, where the desert has given rise to one of the world's boldest cities. Number 6 is Dubai, the futuristic city rising out of the Arabian desert, where winter brings warm, cloudless days perfect for the beach. It blends record-breaking skyscrapers with soft sand, luxury malls, and endless sunshine. The skyline is dominated by the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building on Earth, soaring high above the city and the coast. From its observation decks, the whole desert metropolis and the Gulf spread out beneath your feet. Dubai's coastline is lined with pristine beaches and warm, calm water ideal for swimming throughout the winter. The palm-shaped islands and luxury resorts offer sun loungers, water sports, and glittering views of the skyline. Just beyond the towers, the desert invites you on a safari of dune bashing, sandboarding, and camel rides at golden hour. Evening camps serve grilled dinners under the stars with traditional music and dancing. For a taste of the old city, wander the historic Al Fahidi district and ride a wooden abra across Dubai Creek. The spice and gold souks reveal a slower, more traditional side hidden behind the modern glamour. Dubai is a paradise for shopping and dining. From vast air-conditioned malls with indoor ski slopes to world-class restaurants. Whatever your taste, the city knows how to turn everyday moments into something extravagant. While Dubai has a reputation for luxury, it can suit many budgets with free beaches, affordable eats, and off-season deals. Traveling in winter means perfect weather, though it is also the busiest and priciest time of year. With guaranteed sun, striking architecture, and desert adventures on the doorstep, Dubai delivers a dazzling winter break. From the Gulf, we now cross the Atlantic to a lush land where the jungle tumbles down to the sea. At number 5, we reach Costa Rica, a Central American paradise where rainforests, volcanoes, and 2 warm coastlines come together. Its dry season runs right through the northern winter, making it prime time for sun and wildlife. The Pacific coast is a string of golden beaches, surf towns, and national parks where the jungle spills onto the sand. In places like Manuel Antonio, monkeys and sloths move through the trees just steps from the ocean. Costa Rica is a global leader in ecotourism, protecting a quarter of its land as parks and reserves. That commitment means an astonishing density of wildlife, from scarlet macaws to toucans, iguanas, and tiny frogs. For adventure, the volcanic highlands around Arenal offer hot springs, waterfalls, and misty cloud forests full of hidden life. You can zip line over the canopy in Verde or soak in warm mineral pools beneath a smoking peak. On the Caribbean side, the vibe shifts to laid-back Afro-Caribbean towns, reggae rhythms, and palm-fringed beaches. Puerto Viejo is the perfect place to slow down, eat spicy coconut stews, and watch the surf roll in. The water is warm and inviting on both coasts, ideal for surfing, snorkeling, and spotting turtles and rays. Between December and April, the Pacific side stays reliably dry, giving you day after day of sunshine. Costa Rica is not the cheapest tropical option, but simple sodas, local buses, and eco-lodges keep it accessible. The national motto, Pura Vida, captures the country's relaxed and endlessly optimistic outlook on life. With volcanoes, rainforests, and 2 coastlines packed into one small country, Costa Rica is a nature lover's winter dream. Next, we head north to the Caribbean shores of Mexico, where ancient ruins overlook turquoise water. Number 4 is the Riviera Maya, a stretch of Mexico's Caribbean coast, famous for powder-white beaches and warm turquoise sea. Running south from Cancun, it enjoys hot, sunny weather all through the northern winter. The trendy town of Tulum is the coast's star, where boho beach clubs and yoga retreats sit beneath swaying palms. Perched on a cliff above the sea, its ancient Maya ruins are among the most photogenic in the world. Scattered across the jungle are cenotes, natural sinkholes filled with cool, crystal-clear fresh water perfect for swimming. Snorkeling or diving through these sacred Maya pools feels like slipping into a hidden underground world. Just offshore lies the Mesoamerican Reef, the second largest barrier reef on the planet, teeming with fish and coral. Around Cozumel and Puerto Morelos, the snorkeling and diving rank among the finest in the Caribbean. History lovers can venture inland to Chichen Itza, the vast Maya city crowned by its iconic stepped pyramid. Nearby, the walled city of Coba and quiet jungle ruins offer a quieter glimpse into a lost civilization. The town of Playa del Carmen buzzes with life, its pedestrian avenue packed with restaurants, bars, and shops. From here, quick ferries whisk you to the island of Cozumel for a day of beaches and reefs. The Riviera Maya suits every budget, from all-inclusive mega resorts to backpacker hostels and cheap taco stands. Prices climb over the winter holidays, so booking early can make a real difference to your costs. With ancient ruins, dreamy beaches, and cenotes hidden in the jungle, the Riviera Maya is an easy winter favorite. Now we leave the mainland behind and fly to the Indian Ocean, where the islands grow truly spectacular. At number 3 are the Maldives, a scattering of over 1,000 coral islands strung across the Indian Ocean. With warm, calm seas and endless sunshine, they are the definition of a tropical winter paradise. The islands are famous for their overwater villas, wooden bungalows perched above lagoons so clear they look almost fake. Many come with private decks and steps leading straight down into the warm turquoise water. The Maldives sit on top of some of the healthiest coral reefs on Earth, bursting with color and marine life. Snorkel just off the beach and you may share the water with reef sharks, rays, and giant sea turtles. Certain atolls are famous for gatherings of gentle giants, where you can snorkel beside manta rays and whale sharks. Gliding alongside these huge, harmless creatures is a bucket list moment few travelers ever forget. The beaches here are almost impossibly perfect, with powdery white sand and water in 100 shades of blue. On some islands, the sea sparkles at night with bioluminescent plankton, like stars scattered across the shore. While the Maldives are known for honeymoon luxury, local islands now offer guest houses at a fraction of the resort price. Staying among Maldivian communities lets you enjoy the same beaches and reefs on a far smaller budget. The dry season from November to April brings sunny skies, calm seas, and excellent underwater visibility. It is the ideal window to trade a gray northern winter for warm days spent entirely in and around the water. For pure tropical bliss and world-class snorkeling, few places on Earth rival the Maldives in winter. Yet our final 2 islands push even further, into scenery so dramatic it hardly seems real. At number 2 are the Seychelles, an Indian Ocean archipelago where giant granite boulders frame some of the world's most beautiful beaches. Lush, green, and warm year-round, these islands feel wonderfully wild and untouched. The island of La Digue is home to Anse Source d'Argent, often called the most photographed beach on the planet. Its pink-tinged sand, shallow lagoon, and sculpted boulders create a scene of almost unreal beauty. On La Digue, life slows to the pace of a bicycle, the main way to explore its sleepy, palm-lined lanes. Ox carts, quiet coves, and swaying coconut trees make it feel like a tropical dream from another era. The main island of Mahe blends lively beaches with the tiny capital of Victoria and jungle-clad mountains inland. Nature trails wind up through the peaks to hidden viewpoints and pockets of rare, protected rainforest. Neighboring Praslin hides the Valley de Mai, a prehistoric palm forest that shelters the famous Coco de Mer. This UNESCO reserve feels like a living relic, its towering fronds casting shade over an ancient green world. The waters around the Seychelles are warm, calm, and rich with life, perfect for snorkeling and gentle diving. Sea turtles nest on quiet beaches, while colorful fish dart through coral just a few steps from the shore. The Seychelles have a reputation for luxury, yet self-catering guest houses and local ferries make them more affordable than expected. Cooking fresh fish from the market and island hopping by boat keeps costs surprisingly reasonable. With dramatic boulders, rare forests, and beaches that defy belief, the Seychelles are a jaw-dropping winter escape. And yet one island still stands above them all, waiting at the very top of our list. And our number 1 winter sun destination for 2026 is Mauritius, a jewel of an island in the southern Indian Ocean. Ringed by coral reefs and calm lagoons, it combines postcard beaches with lush mountains and waterfalls. A protective coral reef almost encircles the island, creating vast, shallow lagoons of warm, glassy turquoise water. These calm waters are ideal for swimming, snorkeling, and lazy days drifting far from the northern chill. In the southwest, the mountain of Le Morne rises dramatically above the sea, a UNESCO site with a powerful history. Nearby, an optical illusion known as the underwater waterfall appears where sand and currents swirl beneath the surface. Inland, the island turns wild and green, with rainforests, crater lakes, and cascading waterfalls to explore. The Black River gorges shelter rare birds and sweeping viewpoints, while Chamarel reveals its surreal seven-colored earth. The reefs around Mauritius are alive with color, making snorkeling and diving a highlight of any visit. Off the east coast, tiny islands like Île aux Cerfs offer dreamy sandbars and some of the finest beaches around. Mauritian culture is a rich blend of African, Indian, Chinese, and French roots, and you can taste it in every meal. Bustling markets and roadside stalls serve fragrant curries, freshly grilled fish, and spicy street snacks. Mauritius spans every budget, from lavish five-star resorts to friendly guest houses and affordable local eateries. Its warm season lines up neatly with the northern winter, so November through April is the ideal time to visit. With glowing lagoons, dramatic peaks, and a warm, welcoming culture, Mauritius truly earns its place at number 1. It is the ultimate reward for anyone ready to swap a long gray winter for pure tropical sunshine. There you have it, our 10 best winter sun destinations for 2026. From the volcanic Canaries to the lagoons of Mauritius. Each is a warm, sunny escape from the cold, dark heart of the northern winter. Whether you dream of desert adventures, coral reefs, or simply a quiet beach beneath the palms, there is a perfect winter escape waiting for you. The only hard part is deciding which slice of paradise to book first. If this countdown helped warm you up, be sure to like, subscribe, and let us know your favorite winter sunspot in the comments. Thanks for watching Kahana Designs, and we will see you on the next escape into the sun.